Welcome back to WKNJ 90.3 FM. This is the Garden State Hip Hop Hour. I'm your host, Rich, aka ItsRichZ. And today I have an interview with Whiiteboy.
It's your boy, Whiiteboy, Willie Spaz, Max Turbo, Southward's very own. You know the finest, man. If it ain't real, we don't respect it, man. You know what's going on. I'm here with my boy, Rich. I got my man, Booby and Shmoney with me, man. You know, real street niggas, real outside guys. That's how we do it.
I appreciate you coming through. It's been a long time, that we were supposed to meet.
Yeah, regular.
Yeah, so we happen to have you here. We happen to have a mutual friend, which is crazy because I met him in Virginia and you're out here. So it just shows you how small the world can be, especially in the music industry.
Crazy part is I actually met him on a rap battles forum.
And anyone wondering, we're speaking about XM, Juicebox, Dom, whatever you want to call him by.
VA, shout out to him. I actually met him on a rapbattles.com back in like 2007, 6 or something. This is how long I've been rapping. I was even rapping on forums. You feel me? I've been rapping forever. A lot of people don't know about forums, but we was text battling and. Yeah, you don't know about that. It's a different life here. But
do you think that
my boy Dom, man?
Do you think that text battling helped you write songs later on? Now that when you actually got to the studio,
poetry, topical battles. That's what they used to call like story battles or whatever, like topicals, and it was lit back then. Back then, there wasn't no social media, so everybody was using AIM. Honestly, there wasn't no social media. You had AOL chats, you had AIM. It wasn't no Facebook. It wasn't Instagram. There wasn't even a MySpace. So. Everybody used to link up on forums, and forums used to be the place to go. Back in like 03, 04, when the internet first started popping, like dial-up, that was lit. I remember one time I actually ran my grandmother's internet bill up to like $1,100 going off forums because it was like one setting you could choose, and it was another setting I wasn't supposed to choose, but I was choosing the other setting because I was getting through, and the one I was supposed to choose, it like wouldn't let me through. So I'm like, I'm not choosing that setting. So she got the bill. It was $1,100. She called my mother going crazy, but it is what it is,
That's what's up. And now though, recently you released Max Turbo.
Yeah, Max Turbo, that's out now all digital platforms. Make sure you go get that. I got my boy Booby Shine, my boy Crutch on there. Feel me, Tax on there. I mean, a few good features, man. Feel good, man.
So break down the album. What was the thought process going into it? How did you create it?
So basically, Max Turbo is just me. I used to be Willie Spaz, but I evolved into Max Turbo. So I've been real chill for the last 3 years. Just been dealing with a lot. So I just decided, let's max out. Let's get a street something to max out to they could turn up to. So that's what I'm doing. Max Turbo, man. If you anything that you do when you want to max out, you going turbo. You feel me? That's what you do. You got to max out or back out. You feel me? So that's all it was. But it's hard. Listen to it. 1-16. Like every song. Crazy. Hottest thing on the streets, period.
And you got a video, did it come out yet? Or it's coming out dead and gone, right? That's coming
I ain't dropped it yet. I'm actually waiting for a meeting that I'm supposed to be having soon. So after I had a meeting, then I'll figure out about dropping it. I didn't want to only reason I dropped it because I didn't want to put it on YouTube and just have nothing attached to it, like no promotion, no blah, blah, blah. So I decided to have the meeting first, see where that go. After the meeting, then we up there. We lit. South.
So is Dead and Gone the single off the album? Or is that the?
Nah, it's just the intro track. A lot of people asked me for that video, actually. A lot of people asked me for that video, so I just shot it real quick. I actually just called Barry one day, ran down there and shot it. I shot it in like an hour. It ain't take no time at all. Like I shot it in like an hour. I didn't really do nothing, just walk around, sat on ladder. But it's lit. The way he edited it, everything lit. So I just got it done because a lot of people asked me for it. I ain't have no videos off the tape, so I said, let me get it done real quick.
And you said, Max Turbo is the evolution of Willie Spaz. So what caused the evolution, or what is the difference? Because the last project you dropped, right, was A Dream Deferred.
Yeah, but that was Whiiteboy.
That was White.
That was White.
I can't keep up.
Yeah, that was Whiiteboy.
So what's the difference between Whiiteboy, Willie Spaz, and Max Turbo?
So Whiiteboy, he really rapped like A Dream Deferred, basically like I want to say deep music, like thoughtful music. That's really like Whiiteboy. Like when I'm in that deep bag, that's really Whiiteboy. When I'm talking to him, that's Whiiteboy. Willie Spaz, that wasn't even really. He like kinda Max Turbo, but he's more like a mix of both. And Max Turbo just all out, like he just all out, ready to go, crazy. Will he? If you think about it, when I made the name Willie Spaz, actually a sentence. It's Will he Spaz. I just combined it into a name. You know what I mean? It's actually a sentence. It's will he spaz. That's a Willie Spaz is will he spaz. You know what I mean? Which is really a question, if I will spaz. So it's kind of laid back, and then you never know. But Max Turbo, you know what you get.
So where do you feel you stand in the artists out of Jersey today? I saw a list that came out from Time to Grind Radio that you were listed as one of the top indie artists by him. So you think your music stands up against everything going on in Jersey right now?
Of course, yeah. I feel like I'm the hottest, if not one of the hottest. I mean, no disrespect to everybody else, but that's how I'm supposed to feel. I know, everybody in Jersey know my body. Period. When it comes to this music thing, everybody know my body. They know how I give it up. Nobody wanna go in that booth with me for real. Nobody wanna go get on those songs with me for real. They know how I give it up. They don't wanna get in a cypher. It's nothing that you could do musically that I cannot do. They know how I play. So yeah, I'm definitely one of the top. It's never been a time where I choked. Never been a time where somebody got on a song and did me crazy. Never been a time. And there's never gonna be a time because y'all just can't give it up like me. That's just what it is. So, honestly. So yeah, I deserve to be on everybody's list. If you make a list, put me on it. I deserve to be on everybody's list. I don't care who my grandmother make a list. She better put me on it. Period. Like, that's me. I'm Jersey.
So what do you think then is the next step to make your movement bigger or to get onto a bigger scene to grow your audience?
Really, I'm looking into like social marketing, internet marketing, because that really play a big part in music nowadays. It's not so much everything else. Music is actually like 5% of the industry. Like rappers don't really understand. I used to think that too when I first started rapping, but music is really, Mike Lighty told me this, music is actually 5% of the industry. Like, making music is the easiest part. It's getting that music out to a wider audience that's actually the hard part about it. The business part of music is 95% of it. That's why it's called music business. Music is irrelevant. You don't even have to be a good rapper to make it, honestly. So that goes to show you that part of it's not relevant, honestly. If you have good business, if you have a bag behind you, if you have the image for it, you can blow. You don't have to have a lyrical song or like a top song. You could be trash. You could be Lil B. You could be whatever. Like, you don't have to be Nas. Like, you don't have to be Jay-Z. You could be Lil Yachty. I mean, not to say Lil Yachty trash. I like some Lil Yachty songs. I'm just saying, you don't have to be the most lyrical, miracle, spiritual. I mean, you don't have to do that. So, yeah, I'm really focused on the business. I'm trying to line some plays up in the business, and that's all. Once I do that, then we'll be fine. A lot of people that you see winning, they got a lot of business moving. They have a lot of business behind the scenes. It look good on camera. It look good on Instagram, but it's work to it. Y'all just see the highlights. Y'all don't see the work behind it. When y'all see all these people popping out on these big stages and these people listen to all this music and getting all these views, and y'all like, how you do that? It's the work behind it. They putting the bag up. They got people speaking for them. They're doing social media marketing. They're doing campaigns. They're going up to these radio stations. They're doing the things that it takes. They're not just going in the studio rapping, throwing it on Instagram or SoundCloud and sitting back like, all right, it's not going to work. So, yeah.
So do you think that affects like the music coming out in the next generations who might be like, oh, I don't got to focus on the bars as much as I just got to know how to be able to social media market myself?
That's honestly what they doing. That's what Blueface was just talking about the other day. Honestly, what's up, my guys? What's up, y'all? That's what they was talking about the other day. Blueface was basically telling them the other day that most of these rappers is 100% image. They have no substance. They have no, like, they don't have a story. They don't have bars. They can't rap. They not doing none of that. They just, they just image. They image, they bag, they got tattoos on their face, they got colorful hair, whatever. That's just what it is now. It's not, you don't have to rap. I mean, and it's crazy because rap is the only industry where you don't have to actually know how to do it to be famous in it. Like, could you imagine like a basketball player not knowing how to play basketball but being one of the top players in the league? Like, oh yeah, somebody playing for him, or like somebody, like, how do you get, I mean, you could have a ghostwriter in rap. You don't even have to write it yourself. Not only do you not have to be good at writing, you don't have to write it yourself. You can't do that in no other industry. There's not one. You cannot do that in MMA. You cannot do that as a NASCAR driver. You can't do it as a doctor or a lawyer. Like, this is the only profession where we've allowed people to tell us that you do not have to know how to actually do the profession, but you can still be lit. And I feel like that's an issue, but that's what it is now. I can't change it. You feel me? I can't change it. Vig, what up?
Yeah.
We the ops.
And speaking of like images and stuff like that, I think a few years ago you did like a Black Klansman, right, outfit.
Yeah,
so was
White
that
Power? You feel me? That was White Power. I had the black. I was actually walking around in that black. I still got that black KKK outfit actually in the house. I was walking around New York in that Black Klans outfit. I almost got in a few fights over that. So listen, don't It's one thing I want to tell you. Do not do something if you're not firm on it. I stand on whatever I do. I walked around New York City in a black KKK outfit. That was firm. I almost got into a lot of fights over that. If you're not firm, do not do it because people will approach you. But basically, what I was doing was I was appropriating something I felt was white culture and making it into a black thing and turning it back around on them. So it was basically about injustice in America. Have you ever heard the tape White Power? The mixtape cover for White Power was crazy. I actually had to tone it down. I had a lot of arguments in my squad about this. I had to tone it down. I had a burning cross with a cop hanging on it with me standing in front of it. But they like, bro, like you're wilding. We're not gonna be able to support this. And I'm like, bro, like what do you mean? It's art. They're like, nah, we're not gonna do this. So that's really what it was all about. Like, you know. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even have the original image no more, and I probably wouldn't post it now. But it was crazy, bro. I was on a different type of time back then. But you know, a lot of stuff was happening. The Mike Brown, the Trayvon situation. I mean, it was all going on at the same time. So it just had me frustrated. I was ready to lash out. So I started attacking what I felt was injustice, and it was. It still is, technically.
Speaking of squad, so you're one of the original founders of Secret Society?
Yeah, you know, one of the original founders. I wouldn't say one of the original founders because Secret Society started as the foundation. So it had Photo, Tax, Poppy Stores, Nimi Hendrix, and Bless McFly. Those were the original 5 founders. A lot of people, when they do interviews, they don't speak on this.
Yeah, I didn't know Bless was part of it.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people, when they do interviews about Secret Society, they don't really speak the facts. You know what I mean? So the facts are Secret Society started as the foundation. It started with Tax. It started with Bless McFly. It started with Nimi Hendrix. It started with Poppy Stores. That was all of them. Now, after that, they broke up or whatever. So I started coming around with Secret Society. Tax invited me. Right when Nim got his first camera, when we got the first camera, before like Nim was Nimi Hendrix and he was just Nimrod or whatever, that's when I started coming around. So yeah, we built this from the ground up. Back when we had to hold the lights, when he didn't have interns, when we had to hold lights and hold reflectors and, I mean, really go outside and try to make it work. So yeah, we built it from the ground up. Me, Photo, Tax, Whiiteboy, shout out to him, King Braze, if you don't know who he is. He was definitely there. He was helping. He was actually one of the main people lifting. This is before Identity. Shout out to them, though. This is before Identity. This is before Eshell and the SSMP people that you see around them. This is before them. So back then, we used to be in Photo Basement. We used to just be putting it together, like putting a dream together, making it all happen. Them shot my first video. Crazy. It did numbers. I went into the Tax video. What was it? That was the video with Kim Carpenter. I forgot what it was, but I was acting in that. And ever since then, we just been rocking and rolling. So, yeah, we got it shaking, and that's it. I mean, I just want to present the facts as they are. That's the facts. Shout out to the guys. Photo. Shout out to, you know. And then Vegas came along, and the rest of my history, you know. If you don't see me with him, don't ask me about him. That's all I can say.
And you're always representing for South Ward, right? So break it down. What is the South Ward for people that may not know, not from Jersey?
All right, so the South Ward is 2 things. I always got to break this down, too. It's 2 things. It's the South Ward and it's the South. I'm from the South. I mean, a lot of people from the South Ward. The South Ward, what's up, Trav? The South Ward is big. It's very big. It's Clinton Avenue, Chadwick, Elizabeth Avenue, Lyons Avenue, Schla. That's the South Ward. I'm from the South, which is a hood in the South Ward. I mean, so the South, where I'm from, is from Lyons Ave to Nye, and from Bergen, basically up to Clinton. And that circumference is the South. So that's where I'm from. It's in the Weekway section by Beth Israel. If you know, you know. If you've been to the South, you're probably seeing me because I'm always outside. So yeah, that's why I'm from the South. But people saying the South Ward, they don't necessarily mean they're from where I'm from. Like, for example, Still Said, he from Lyons Avenue. Baby ATM, he from Elizabeth Ave. They still from the South Ward, but they're not from the South. Like, we call my part of the South Ward the South. I mean, it ain't really no difference, but that's just what we call it.
And how much did like growing up there or living there influence the music you make?
Oh, growing up there, that's really all it is. Everything I talk about is from the South. It's a jungle out there. Makes me wonder. I mean, how I keep from going under.
Like, what's your process when you do create the music? Are you writing lyrics first? Are you finding beats first? Do you have like certain people you like to work with?
So when I make music, basically, it depends. Sometimes I'll write the verse first. Like, if I get it in my head, I'll write the verse. Sometimes a beat will come to me and I have to get somebody to make it for me. Or I just find a beat and I just listen. It takes me a very, 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 very long time. I'm so picky. Me and my brother Vegas is like this. We so picky with beats. Like I can listen to 300 beats and don't like none, or probably like 2, and like it take me so long to pick a beat because I'm very specific about beats. And a lot of people be making similar sounding beats, especially when you're looking for beats on YouTube. Like, it's very hard to find beats on YouTube. So please get producers. It's very important. I got a few producers, but you know, they iffy. They send stuff when they want. So, you know, but I find a beat. I listen to it. Sometimes I'll listen to a beat for the whole 2 weeks and I won't write anything. I just sit with the beat. I mean, and I'll just keep trying stuff out. Like, I'll be riding in the car, I'll play the beat, and I'll just try out flows. I'll try out hooks. I'll try out until something sticks. And then when it sticks, I'll be like, okay, that's the one. And then I'll move on from there. And that's how I create the entire song. So, yeah, stuff like that.
Is there a certain sound you look for when you're listening to beats?
It's really based on my mood. So it's not really a sound. So it's really based on my mood, how I'm feeling at the time. Because I'm a very versatile person. So I can make a club song. I can make a deep song. I can make a whatever song. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Like, if I'm feeling down about something, then I'm not going to go listen to a beat that sounds like Tyga to jump on it. Like, if I'm feeling happy about something, then I'm not going to go listen to a depressing, like, Juice WRLD, rest in peace type beat. So, yeah, it just depends on how I feel, honestly. Anyway.
Speaking of that, like, what is your what would you say your strongest suit, like, in making music is? You think it's your lyrics? You think it's your ability to craft a song?
I think my strongest suit is probably my lyrics and the fact that I keep it 100% all the time. A lot of people be capping and they rapping, but I just don't do that. I always keep it 100%. All my music is authentic, and I could really rap, for real. Like, I could really rap. Like, I got bars, I got punchlines, I got whatever you need. I got it. I can rap. So I think that's my biggest job. A lot of people can't do that. That simple part, a lot of people cannot do. Rapping, it seems small, but it's such a big part. They've tried to minimize the hip hop game and how it's set up, they try to minimize the ability to rap. But me personally, I respect the people that can rap because I came up in an era where people had to rap. Like Zung Z, shout out to him, Rod Digger. I came up under these Piff James. Like, I came up under these people that actually had to rap. Billy Rhodes, they had to rap. They was rapping. I was on Telford. You couldn't come in the studio if you couldn't rap. Like, it wasn't none of that. You couldn't do none of that singing. You couldn't do that. You had to rap. And if you could not rap, you could not be there. So I'm very, very big on rapping. Like, maybe too big, honestly.
Yeah. And you just mentioned some of the people that influenced Eminem.
Yeah, Eminem was an outsider. That's what I'm saying. And he's big on rap. That's why he's so technical with the rap, because he came from a place, Newark, where we really serious about rap. That's why when I hear Newark rappers sounding like somewhere else, I feel some type of way, because that's really not what we do. We rap. Like, this is what we do. We rap. We got to stick true to that. So if y'all want to listen to Nook, don't listen to White, because I rap. That's what I do.
Do you feel being real is a detriment in the rap game?
It can be, because it's held me back. It can be. Being real, I feel like people that's fraudulent, that got a little bit of cap in their rap, get way further than people that's 100% authentic. Because people don't know how to take it, honestly. People don't know how to take you being real. Like, they don't like being real. They don't like it. They say they want it, but they don't. It's like when girls say they want you to tell them the truth, and then you tell them the truth, and they be like, I hate you. They want the truth until they hear the truth. Then it's like, I shouldn't have told them the truth.
And I think we just seen, and something I saw you posting about, obviously what happened with Juice WRLD, and now we're hearing all the things about guns, pounds of weed, codeine, swallowing pills before the cops could see him.
Bro, he was too young to die like that, man. I like Juice WRLD. I don't believe that he swallowed the pills when the police. I don't believe that, but we'll see. Time will tell. But rest in peace to Juice WRLD.
But do you think that's when, like, being real or still being involved in those things, even when you get on, is a detriment?
Listen, if you are famous, right, and you get millions of dollars, I'm gonna look on my face, if you are famous and you're getting a lot of money, millions of dollars or whatever off rap, there's no reason why you need to be in the streets. Like, you don't have to be in the streets to be real. You know, that people get that confused a lot, because a lot of people like attribute being real to being a gangster or being real to going to jail. I've never been to jail. I've never in my life been to prison. I've been to jail. I've been arrested. I've never in my life been to prison. I've never did a bid in my life. That don't take away nothing I did outside. That don't take away nothing, none of the things that I got into, but that don't necessarily make you real. If anything, it make you kind of crazy or stupid because you got caught. It don't really make you real. You could be real and sell fish. You could be real and paint walls. You don't have to be a street guy to be real. Real is just about being authentic and true to self. It don't matter about being in the streets. The streets don't define reality. That's not reality. For a lot of people, the streets don't exist. So how could that be? I mean, the be all end all about being real. If anything, being real is just by being you. When you outside trying to pretend to be something that you're not, that's where you run into a lot of these problems. That's where a lot of people get caught up and, I mean, put out there in places where they don't belong because they're not true to self. They let people peer pressure them into doing a lot of things that they shouldn't be doing. Like, I have never in my life been peer pressured into doing anything. Anything that I do because I choose to do it. Nobody's gonna force me to do it. I'm just not doing it. I mean, people don't know how to say no, and that's why a lot of people end up being snitches, or, I mean, they go and, I mean, because they just don't know how to say no. Their friends gas them up, and they end up in situations where they cannot get out of, and they knew in their heart that they wasn't built like that. So if you want to be real, just be authentic. Be true to yourself. You don't have to impress nobody. There's nobody here that you need to impress. The next man's opinion should never matter. As long as you're happy with yourself and can look yourself in the mirror, just do that. That's all. Be authentic, man.
No, that's real. Some people forget to be authentic and end up in situations, as we see plenty of times. So if people were just found out that you made music, what would be the project you would point them to listen to you first? Like to listen to learn about, the music craft?
If people was to found out I just made music, I probably would send them a Dream Deferred first, because I want them to hear exactly how I rap for real. And then I would send them to Max Turbo. I mean, it's a toss-up. It depends on who I'm talking to too. Because you got to gauge the crowd by what you think that they would like or what they look like they would be interested in. So if it's like a party girl, I wouldn't go tell her to listen to depressing music, because she's like, man, turn that off. You feel me?
You won't be able to hook her into the rest of the music yet.
Exactly. So it depends on who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to somebody that I can see got a brain on their shoulders and really want it, then I'll point them to something more substance. If I see somebody like, oh, I know she in the club shaking her butt all day, then I'm not gonna like, yo, listen to this. It's crazy when girls say turn your music off. They do it. They do it. Party girls.
Does that hurt?
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt. But they be like, yo, turn it. What's this? Like, what's this? Like, yeah, that's me. Oh, word.
And
Can we listen to Drake?
Oh yeah, that would hurt. That's why people being the rapper, and I think we're talking about that, like when we're talking about lists, being the best rapper doesn't always necessarily get you where you need to be. You gotta be able to make songs. So what's the best song you think you've made in your career?
The best song that I've made in my career.
Or your favorite song?
My favorite song? I honestly don't know. I think like mainstream song.
No, you're like Whiiteboy's favorite Whiiteboy song.
My favorite Whiiteboy song. I got so many songs, bro. Like I don't know.
There's not
Vegas,
one that's special to you?
What's your favorite song, Vegas? I really don't. Like, I have so many songs that I like really love that I did. It's kind of hard for me to pick a very, very favorite song. If I had to choose,
you're on the spot.
I think all right, listen. If I had to choose one of my top songs that people probably, this is gonna be a shameless plug because people probably didn't hear this song, but if you go back to my old tape to What's Theirs Is Ours and listen to Disintegrated, that's actually one of my favorite songs that I ever do. So go back to What's Theirs Is Ours. It's on that piff. Go to Disintegrated and listen to that song. I love that song. It's very real. It's very touching. I like that song. That's one of my top songs. But one of my favorite, if you want to get into the mood, In the Way, Nasty, Plug Calling, Same Energy, that's on this new tape. Do Too Much is there. I got a lot of those type of songs. But if you want to hear me really talk, go listen to that. Go listen to that. Go listen to Disintegrated. If you want to know me, go listen to Disintegrated.
And Plug Calling was a dope video. That was with Chrissy G, right? The model on the video?
It would have been a dope video if Chrissy G would have showed up. So.
Oh, she didn't? I thought I saw like the clips.
Yeah, it started then, and then she just disappeared. So I never got to finish the video. That's why I never released.
Oh. I don't know why I thought it came out. Maybe I saw on your Instagram like clips of it and stuff like that.
Yeah, the clips. I posted the clips because it was getting done, and then I could never get her back to do it because she had whatever going on, so I never got it done. And I spent money on that video, like buku money.
Damn.
Yeah, word. Whatever.
Well, on a more positive note, like what could people look forward to with you going on? Like you have more projects coming out, more
2020,
songs.
we turning up. Nah, man. 2020, we going crazy. Changing Up. That's another song. Thank you, Vegas. That was very clutch. Thank you. Changing Up. There's a video for that. Go on YouTube and type in Whiiteboy Changing Up. That's hard. That's probably one of my top favorite songs of all time and one of my top favorite videos. But far as 2020, we going crazy. I got a few mixtapes coming out, a few EPs. Actually, I'm not doing mixtapes no more. I decided that I ain't doing mixtapes no more. From now on, I'm doing like 5-song EPs or 6-song EPs. I don't feel like dropping all that music no more. I don't feel like people got the attention span for it, and I feel like it's honestly a waste of time. It's just putting out too much content. I want to be able to focus on individual songs, so I'm not going to be putting out mad music like that. But I will be putting out a lot of short tapes and singles and stuff like that all 2020. When It's Real Is Forever, White Winter, 235 New Jersey Drive, No Sidewalks, Hardy Brothers.
You got a lot.
We the Ops. I got a lot of stuff. In
Which personality is dropping these tapes? Because you listed.
So When It's Real Is Forever is going to be more. It's going to be like Willie Spaz. It's going to be both. So that's going to be that. Some of the tapes I named was collab tapes. So Free Rooski, he back right now. Free Rooski, that's We the Ops. No Sidewalks and my son Booby. Hardy Brothers and my brother Vegas. It's actually my blood brother. So shout out to Vegas. What else did I say? I don't know what else I said.
You said 237?
Oh, 235 New Jersey
235.
Drive. That's with the homies. I can't say his name because it's actually a curse word, and I can't curse. But
okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, my boy Bag from Asbury and my
That's
son
that,
500 Louis Gambino. We got 235 New Jersey Drive. So yeah, all that.
All right.
And White Winter with my boy Names. He producing the whole track, the whole EP.
And you're just gonna drop them throughout the year? Or do you have a scheduled rollout yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop them throughout the year. I just gotta write them, so I don't know which one I'm gonna. It depends on the mood that I'm in. Right now, I'm trying to work on White Winter, so it depends on the mood that I'm in. So I'm just gonna write them. White Winter probably come out first before everything else, but that's gonna be real short, and then I'm gonna move on to the rest of the stuff. I just want to drop content, bro. Content is important. Like y'all don't
Content is king.
Y'all don't understand. Content is very important. Like it's important to keep dropping content. If you're a rapper, your job is to drop content. It don't matter if nobody watching it. You got to keep dropping it. Like you just got to be active. So content is really. I haven't really been dropping a lot of content, so I just want to correct that by dropping as much content as possible.
Content is important.
Yeah, it is. It's very important.
Content is king. Well, once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us on the Garden State Hip Hop Hour every week, every Monday. Saying you can tune in, WKNJ 90.3 FM. Today we're here with Whiiteboy. Where can they find you? Like your social media handles?
You can find me at Whiiteboy, 2 I's, double R, WHIITEBOYEIE. That's Instagram. Just type that in, you're going to find me anywhere. Type it in, you'll find me. Whiiteboy, EIA. You can go on any platform, Google Play, Spotify, Apple Music. Type my name, Whiiteboy. Music will pop right up. Get your ears tuned, and we lit.
Bet. That was Whiiteboy, and we about to do this freestyle, so definitely be in tune to catch that. I appreciate you, watching, listening, paying attention, and catch us again next week.